Works great.
We are recording.
Okay, super. Let's see. I'm sharing this screen. Can everybody see the screen? Yay, I got head nods. That's great. Everybody can hear me just fine? Great. Awesome. Well, thanks, honey. My technician was helping me, my IT support. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Julie Eskridge. I am a certified aroma freedom practitioner. I am not a doctor and I cannot diagnose, treat, cure any of your issues. And this webinar, everything that is covered is for information only. And we just highly, highly recommend doing your research. Let's see, we have, now I'm going to see if this is going to work. Oh, it works! Yay! Technology and I are, okay, so we are going to start with hormones. Everybody has heard of hormones, but what are they really and what do they do? So without getting too technical, hormones are your body's chemical messengers that are produced in the endocrine system, glandular system, and they're released into the bloodstream, and they tell your tissues and your organs what to do. That is exactly what a hormone does. And they help control many of your body's processes, including metabolism and reproduction. And in human beings, the two major organs. I'm so sorry. I'll be right with you. Okay, dog. Okay. So sorry. The two major glands are your thyroid and your adrenals. And we're just going to kind of touch base on a few of those. There. Now, our endocrine system is like baking a cake. So if you have too much or too little of an ingredient in your cake, it's just not going to taste the same. The same with your endocrine system. If you have too much of one hormone, too little of another hormone, you're just not going to be the same you as you were maybe 6 months ago. And so we just, with the imbalance it occurs, you just are a different person. So now some hormone levels will fluctuate throughout the seasons of life, such as puberty, childbearing age, and menopause. However, changes can occur in our endocrine system due to toxins in our environment, emotions, let's see, trauma, stress, lack of sleep, lack of exercise, and even genetics play a role in our endocrine system. So as women, we tend to associate hormones with, different stages in our life, but as a reality, hormones really play a huge role in the health of our bodies, our minds, and emotions every single day, no matter what stage we are in. So when you have a healthy endocrine system, you have healthy moods, healthy skin, healthy bowels, and so much more. So let's dive in and figure out how to get these things balanced. And I'm going to try this again. Oh, there we go. As you can see, both male and females have the same endocrine system all the way down to the belly button. However, below the belly button is very different. Oh, is it very different? So tonight we're going to talk about female hormones and how to maintain homeostasis in our bodies. But this coming Monday, we're going to be talking about the YL man, and we're going to have some special guests Oh yeah, you're gonna wanna definitely be part of that. So, oh, here we are. Whoop, I don't know where I went. Yep, screen. See, this is where I do all the time, ladies. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Our bodies are constantly working on the difficult task of keeping our systems in balance. But sometimes the imbalance happens so slowly, you don't even notice that it's happening. And then over these years, things start piling up, and you end up looking like this lady in the picture. And your family's looking at you like, who has moved in to her body? So if you're not really feeling yourself, you can ask your doctor for a hormonal blood test to check your estrogen levels, your progesterone levels, your cortisol levels, and so forth. Then do your research on natural ways to bring your endocrine system into balance, and you can do it with diet and with supplements. And please tell your doctor you are interested in natural ways to balance your body. It is amazing how quickly they realize, oh, she's a natural person, okay, and they will research and they'll start researching. At least mine does. It's been awesome. So I don't know why this keeps doing this. I'm so sorry. So let's try that. Okay. Stress with a capital S. How many people have experienced a spike in stress in the last 2 months? I have. Amazing. Just from what's going on in our environment and around the world, it's just been a little crazy. And our female systems are very reactive to even a little bit of stress. So the cortisol hormone is now called the death hormone because of the damaging effects it is having on our bodies. Excuse me. Now we need cortisol to get out of bed in the morning, and we need it for that fight, flight, or freeze response when, that big black bear comes into our house. So we need the cortisol levels for that. But chronic stress, ladies, that increases our cortisol levels, which means we have a drop in estrogen and progesterone, which is our two main sex hormones. So, and this can cause menstrual irregularities, weight gain, estrogen dominance, irregular sleep, and infertility. And by the way, do you know that stress spelled backwards is desserts? Yeah. So, just so you know, on the follow-up, we have added some really good healthy desserts for you also to help you get through stress with a capital S. So just so you know, that's coming. There are two great blends that Young Living has. My perfume every day is Stress Away. It goes, I put a little roller bottle on it. I meant to have it with me. I just go bloop, right behind my ears every morning, every night. I also put it in my cup. There you go. Yep. And I also put it in my car diffuser because I am in the heart of Atlanta traffic, needless to say. And when I put it on and go into a store, I have ladies following me. And they say, what do you have on? I need that. They have no clue why they need it. But they say, I need that oil. And so, of course, I share it with them. And it took me a little while to like peace and calming. It really wasn't my jam at the beginning. But when I would come home at night and all of that blend was already mixed in a little bottle, and I could just drop 6 to 10 drops in there and turn it on and calm the house down in the evening. Yeah, my body quickly said, yeah, you like this. This is really good. So these are 2 amazing blends. Stress Away, especially because it does lower cortisol levels, the oils in it does. So we are going to continue to, so these are 2 great blends, oil blends, and we are going to now look at some supplements that Young Living has. Cortisol is an amazing supplement. I use this on big events before we go on vacation or before a child's wedding. Woo! And I will start taking it a few weeks before, and I'll just take 2 at breakfast. And if you need a little more, you'll know when you need a little more. You can take 2 more at bedtime. But it has been amazing at helping with my just my cortisol levels, just keeping me in check. And Christy, do you have a story to share about cortisol?
I do. So cortisol is fairly new to me. I'm on a break right now. So you do this one in cycles. You take it, what is it, for 8
weeks?
8 weeks, and then you take a break. So I'm right in a break right now. And even in the break, I can feel a difference. Like, I wish I was still on it. When I first started taking it about 8 weeks ago, I started taking it because work was driving me crazy, and I figured, why not try it? It was a supplement I hadn't tried yet. So I did. Within a week, I noticed that I was a little bit calmer. I also, in the first month or so, lost about 10 pounds. I'm not going to say it stayed, but I did notice it. Like, you know how you get that little hard little pooch? That kind of went away. Like, it was hard to explain, but I noticed a big difference in how it made me feel and how I was sleeping at night. I was taking it twice a day because I just was pulling my hair out. So if you are under an extreme amount of stress right now, I highly suggest you try it. I'm definitely looking forward to starting back up.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Christy. Yes, it is. And speaking of sleeping well, that is definitely so important for us to sleep, get a good night's sleep. Now, some people can be great on 5 hours. Some people need 10 hours. They do suggest 7 to 8 hours, 7 to 9 hours if you can, for good sleep. And the reason why is because when we're in that REM phase of sleep, that is when our spinal fluid washes our brain, and it washes out the proteins and the debris and everything from there, and it sets in the memories into our limbic system. So it really is important. So if you're going day by day by day by day, not getting good sleep, you're just pulling the crud right to the next day through with your brain. So sleep is A, the most important, and B, the least expensive way to encourage healthy hormones. There's a lot of things in here, like for instance, it's a vicious cycle. So a lack of sleep can drive cortisol and blood sugar levels up, resulting in weight gain. High cortisol at night causes trouble falling asleep or waking throughout the night. And low cortisol levels from adrenal fatigue can lead to waking around 3 a.m. So as you can see, there's just a vicious cycle where you really want to be at a balance on our endocrine system, especially for a good night's sleep. So how do you get a good night's sleep? Melatonin is one of our favorite goodies that we can have for ourselves. And the only way to produce melatonin in our body is through darkness. So that is a reason why they say go to bed between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Your body is actually set for the melatonin then to get there. But honey, if you can do that, God bless you. I am all for it. Woo! Especially nowadays, it's tough to get to bed then. But the melatonin, so if you can make it as dark as possible, make it as cold as possible. It's hard when you've got somebody else sleeping next to you who may not like it as cold, but if you can work that out, it's great to be as cold as you can. I actually wear an eye mask every night. Even though we have a dark room, I wear an eye mask, but the reason why is because I put a little cedar wood and a little vetiver oil on the bottom. And when I put it on, it is just diffusing and it is going all night long. It is a wonderful little trick. Wonderful trick. And then you also need serotonin, which is the happiness molecule, or hormone, I should say, but it is required for melatonin. So add a drop of lavender to your navel, to your belly button before when you're laying down. Just add a little drop there, rub it in, and you're probably thinking, why my navel area? But you are stimulating the vagus nerve, which runs from top to your stomach, and all kinds of nerves and everything are in that area. So by adding that lavender, which is full of serotonin, then it will also help balance. And I don't know about you, but I can use every little bit I can with sleep. Since I've been doing this, it's been great. Also, get your cell phone out of the bedroom. How many people have your cell phone in your bedroom? Okay, get your cell phone, even in the bathroom. It has to be 8 feet from your bed. If you can get it 8 feet from your bed, that'll be great. So invest in a $10 alarm from Walmart or Amazon right now. Don't need to go out. From Amazon, but turn the clock to the wall. Because if you wake up in the middle of the night and it's dark, you don't need to get up. Go back to sleep. But it takes about 2 weeks to train yourself to do this. It was so hard for me to do this, but now I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's dark, I can go back to bed. Well, it helps also when you have an eye mask. So we do have a few little recipes for you though for good sleep. So here is a sleep cream, and don't bother writing this down. You're going to get this whole presentation emailed to you, and this all of this will be on there for you. But there is a sleep cream. You can make a big jar of it. You can keep it in the refrigerator because it will also be cool on your body. Some of us in our more mature age need a little bit of cooling. And if you put it on your arms and your legs, it will also moisturize your skin. You can also make a little roller ball for travel and just put it on your wrist, put it behind your neck, and just go to dreamland. Again, there's so many wonderful oils for sleep. Just find your recipe, what works well for you. Just keep tweaking it. And like I said before, oils are a journey, and everybody is so different. So you will find one, I promise. I promise. Let's see, toxic chemicals. We talked about how toxic chemicals are very disrupting to our endocrine system. In the European Union, they're way ahead of us. They have banned, I think they've banned more than 1,300, but I put 1,300 for conservative, and US has banned 11. And actually Young Living has banned over 2,500 or 2,300 out of their makeup. So Young Living is even way above the European ban. But when a foreign substance enters your mouth, your skin, or your respiratory system, your body immediately goes, what is that? And do we need that for survival? Because your body, that is the only thing it's thinking about right now is survival. Believe it or not, our bodies are designed that way. So if they don't need it, they're like, oh, no, send that to the liver. Liver will process it. So our liver does over 500 jobs every day. So anytime you can send some love to your liver, please do. And one of the best ways is through plant-based products, because our bodies recognize it. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's not foreign. We understand that. We've had that in our DNA forever. So plant-based is a number one thing we need to do for our body and our liver. And if it says fragrance, do not even go there. Fragrance is one of the most toxic chemicals we could ever do to our body. But now scientists are realizing that these fragrances that are in the dryer sheets that keep wafting out, you can tell, you can walk down the sidewalk and somebody is drying their clothes with a dryer sheet and it smells on that. They're realizing it is more damaging now to the environment than a car exhaust. So just, we just need to start taking care of our bodies and our environment. So how do we do that? These products, yay! I have to tell you, my nervous system has completely changed around after using plant-based products. Young Living is so safe. It's on the bottle, it says, if ingested, drink plenty of water. Hey, that sounds like it's pretty safe to me. And our mouth is the most absorbent part of our body. Anything we put in our mouth, mouthwash, floss, toothpaste, anything like that goes directly into our bloodstream. And our skin is our biggest organ, and anything that touches it is absorbed into our bloodstream in 26 seconds. So we are going to have a wonderful webinar, probably in the next month, that is going to show you how to take all of these products and make 2 to 3 to 20 different bottles from one concentrated bottle. It makes it so affordable that the cost goes down and your health goes up. And I cannot tell, you can't put a price tag on that. However, we're going to tell you to put a price tag on it because we're going to teach you how to divide these up. It's going to be, you're going to love it. I promise. Let's see. Let's go to Serum. Sorry, my notes are all over the place too. The thyroid gland. How many people know what a thyroid gland does? Yeah. Those of us with thyroid issues know exactly what they do because we've had to investigate all of those. Well, our thyroid gland regulates our metabolism, our energy, our body temperature, our calorie burning, and our heart rate. And the Thyromin supplement maximizes our nutritional support for healthy thyroid function. So it's really just to be proactive on our thyroid. If you are already on thyroid medicine, please consult your doctor before starting this supplement. This is for supporting a healthy thyroid. And, just get that thing in balance and work with your doctor on it. This supplement contains iodine and the porcine glandular extracts, cysteine and cysteine, which are amino acids that your thyroid needs to create hormones, believe it or not, and giving you a healthy lifestyle metabolism. So without the iodine, without the others, your thyroid cannot make these hormones. And we You probably heard that why Young Living has essential oils in all of their supplements, which makes them the big difference between this supplement from Young Living and this supplement from Vitamin Shop. Almost the same exact cost. The problem is Vitamin Shop doesn't have essential oils in it, and your body is not absorbing all of these nutrients. However, Young Living has essential oils in them, causing your body to absorb up to 86% more of the nutrient. So needless to say, this is a better, totally better cost and investment. The oils in Thyromin are spearmint, which is great for digestive and respiratory support. Peppermint, which is also great for digestive support, as well as nervous and respiratory system support. Myrtle. How many people love myrtle? Yeah, it's very hard to get. Whenever it comes in stock, grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. It supports the respiratory system and promotes healthy skin and hair. It's been researched over and over and over again for glandular balance. So, and I think Andrea, you put a little extra myrtle in your Endoflex, don't you? Yeah. And it also has myrrh, which is a powerful antioxidant, and also supports healthy skin. So, you can also get a lot of thyroid support through your diet. And iodine is a major, major benefit to your thyroid. A lot of people have quit using the iodized table salt and have gone to Himalayan salt. Even though Himalayan has 82 out of the 90 minerals that your body needs, it doesn't have iodine. So a lot of people are having to switch back to the Little Morton iodized salt. However, if your doctor has told you, stay off salt, follow your doctor's orders. But iodine is very, very important to your thyroid. As a matter of fact, when we had a lake house in Lake Huey, we were pretty much right beside the nuclear reactor plant, and they supplied us with iodine tablets just in case something happened. We would be able to protect our thyroid. We don't have that house anymore. Just so you know, it's not there anymore. But if you have fatigue or muscle cramps, let's see what else. Changes in your heartbeat. These all can be signs that you're not getting enough magnesium in your diet. It's an all-star mineral that plays a huge role in your body process. I actually have that with my heart. I can actually tell when I don't have enough magnesium because my heart, it pauses. You know, I can also feel it and it'll pause and feel it and pause. And my brother has the same thing. It is genetic, but there is ways to help it. I've been to every cardiologist, trust me. I've done every test you can think of. But Thyromin has the perfect balance of iodine and magnesium for your thyroid. Also selenium, iron, zinc, vitamin D, pectin, all of these are very important for thyroid health. The second most important gland in your endocrine system that we talked about are your adrenals. Yay! And they sit right on top of your kidneys. So anytime you want to support your adrenals, they're right in your mid-back, back here. You're rolling on some oils there. And the hormones that they produce, they regulate your blood sugar and your blood pressure. And they also help your body burn fat, use the protein, and they also release cortisol, your stress hormone. So by supporting your adrenals, you're supporting your overall cardiovascular health, your metabolism, your weight management, and your body's ability to manage stress and maintain energy. Wow, that is a whole bunch. But there are many environmental factors. As you can see on the screen, there's so many that attack our adrenal gland health. And some are in our control and some are not in our control. And some fluctuate throughout our life, of course. But supporting your adrenal glands while we are experiencing life's ups and downs is very advantageous to your entire endocrine system. So your thyroids and your adrenals are the ones you really want to focus on first. So, you know, we can look at all kinds of stuff to check, but if we can get these two in balance, that's going to really be wonderful. Energize. This is a wonderful supplement created just for women, but men can use it too. You don't have to tell them it was created just for women. They will probably freak out. So, but and also, I don't want you to confuse the word common with normal when it comes to women's issues. Just because it's common, an issue is common among women, does not mean it's normal. So, in other words, you'll say, oh yeah, bloating is common with blah, 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 blah. That's not normal. So we want to be the normal person, not the common person. And who has heard of HGH or DHEA? Anyone heard of those? Okay, yes, HGH is human growth hormone. And your DHEA is part of the HGH system. And the DHEA is the most common hormone in the body. Your body actually produces its own DHEA. However, after the age of 20, it starts decreasing and crashing. So the Energize is a wonderful supplement for the mature woman. Yes. And DHC is needed to produce over 50 other hormones. So that ought to tell you DHEA is pretty important to our body. And when you think about what us mature women experience every day, going through menopause, postmenopause, this supplement can help maintain your youthful health. Yes. However, since Energize does contain DHEA, you're going to want to be very careful because it will increase the testosterone level if you have PCOS. So if you have that issue, you're going to want to talk to your doctor more about this supplement. But DHEA, again, is one hormone you're going to want to have in your system. And it's also infused with essential oils. Who knew? Wow. It has clary sage, which supports the female body, particular hormone support and reproductive function. It has ginger, supportive of your digestive system. I put a drop of ginger every day in my Ningxia Red shot. And myrrh is a very powerful antioxidant and stimulates the immune system. And cassia smells and tastes like cinnamon, and it regulates healthy blood sugar levels. So all of this goodness is in this Energize, and it is a wonderful, wonderful supplement to take. Femigen. Yay, Femigen. This, ladies, I wish I had this when I was in childbearing age. However, did you know childbearing age is from puberty to menopause? Yeah, it is. So Femigen is really great all the way up to premenopausal. women levels and so forth, just to help give you a little extra support on your lady parts. And estrogen helps bring about physical changes during puberty. It helps with your menstrual cycles. It helps, it's important for your childbearing ages. And it helps your cholesterol stay under control. And it protects your bone health for both men and women. Yes, men have estrogen. It's called estradiol, but it is a type of estrogen. And it affects your brain, your mood, your heart, your skin, and other issues. Yep, it is important. So, phytoestrogens are natural estrogens found in plants. So you can get a lot of your phytoestrogen through your diet also. Soybeans, edamame, flaxseed, lots of different ways to get phytoestrogens into your body. But if you do not have the time to throw your flaxseed in your smoothies or over your cereal or anything else, Energize is a great support for that. And of course, everything in moderation. Don't go out and go, oh, I'm going to eat 6 bags of edamame because it's good for me. Everything's in, moderation for that. So, Femogen contains oils that support the female reproduction, and which are fennel, excellent for us women. Clary sage, and ylang ylang. Oh my goodness. Okay, sage has become my favorite oil just in the last 2 weeks. When I smell it, I'm like, oh, I love this. And before, when I would smell it, I'd be like, wow, that's potent. So evidently my body is needing something that sage has, that balances between estrogen and your progesterone and testosterone levels. Sage is wonderful for that. And helps support the nervous system, which is another reason why I need that. And it also supports the adrenal complex, cortex, I think it is. Yeah, cortex. And that is the outside of your adrenal glands. Ylang ylang is amazing to support your adrenal glands. If you want to put a little roller ball on it and just roll back there, excellent. Fennel, another amazing oil to support your circulatory, your glandular, your respiratory, and your digestive systems. If you are, do not use fennel if you are pregnant. However, if you are lactating, please put a little bit on your breast after you nurse. It helps with helping support your milk production. Just a little FYI. I wish I had all of this when my babies were little. Oh well. Okay. Progessence plus serum. Okay. This was our marriage saver. It saved our marriage. This little bottle of serum. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Once I retired the girls, and then I retired everything else below the belly button, whoa, I was like all over the place. And I would look at myself like, who are you? Who are you? And when I started this Progessence Plus twice a day, oh, smooth. Everything was smooth. It was wonderful. It is a great complement to Femogen. It does contain USP grade progesterone, which is naturally derived from wild yam extract. And progesterone is a hormone that you need to have a healthy libido. And as you age, you have a natural decrease in progesterone production. And so a lot of women will go towards the pharmaceutical synthetic progesterone called progestins. Do your research on that. Progestins, synthetic, very, very bad for our bodies. So just do your own research. The progesterone in Progessence Plus is USP grade progesterone. So just look up those two things and do your research. It also contains copaiba, sacred frankincense, cedarwood, bergamot, peppermint, and clove. Excellent for women who want to be balanced and relaxed. Woohoo! It's amazing. Now, okay. Woo! Everybody, let's just woo. This is amazing, amazing Powerhouse Oils here. These are great complements for your endocrine system to support happy hormones. And we want our hormones to be happy, because when they are not, you're not going to be happy either. Trust me. So, clary sage is a natural phytoestrogen that we were just talking about, those herbs that are phytoestrogen. It is a mellow, warm, has a mellow, warm, and herbal scent. Uplifting. Oh, and it helps with your attitude during PMS, which is wonderful. But it's also great support for menopausal women. So you can use it all through the stages of life. Christy, did you have a testimony for clary sage?
So I recently found out that clary sage, along with lavender, helps me sleep like a baby. I absolutely love it. Andrew, did you try it last night? Nice.
Totally tried it. I paired it with Roman chamomile. I'm lying, I'm in bed, I'm reading, and my brain might have still been going, hey, I'd like to read a little bit more, or let me think a bit, but my body was going, you are going to sleep now.
Yes, I will often find myself, I have a bad habit, Julie, don't yell at me, of playing on my phone before I go to bed. I know.
Blue light, blue light.
Myself, like, I'll be holding my phone and doing whatever and literally drop my phone because I am falling asleep like mid-sentence. It's ridiculous. I love clary sage. While I have the floor for a moment, the Progression Plus, I just wanted to share this real quick, or I can wait until you tell me what you want me to do.
No, go ahead. Yeah, we love all the goodies we can get.
Progression Plus is not one that I have admittedly been very consistent about, because I never really, for me, noticed a difference. I've always been very regular. I've never really had bad monthly cycles. Well, a couple months ago, I noticed I was starting to get very irregular, and I was very, very, very moody. Very moody. I was yelling at my dogs for absolutely zero reason. And so I was like, okay, I have Progression Plus. Let's start using it. I'm telling you, within days, I felt way more centered, balanced. I was not yelling at my dogs. I have not stopped using it since. I use it every morning and every night now, because I'm noticing a big difference on this one for me. So it's become one of my favorite oils, and I just put it on. I love the way it smells.
Yes, it's a lovely perfume for sure. And you don't want to use it more than 2 times a day. So morning and night is perfect.
Yeah, and I just use 1 drop in the morning and 1 drop at night. Like, it takes very little, so a bottle will last you a long time. I prefer to put it on my forearm. I have friends who like to put it on their ankles.
Yeah. Or your inner thighs. Yeah. There's yeah, there's a lot of different ways to get it. And you can rotate them. You can rotate your spots if you want to. You don't have to with Progessence Plus, but they do recommend that you rotate those around for that. Yes, and the next one is Dragon Time. Woo! Okay, how much I wish I had this 40 years ago. Okay, maybe 50 years ago. And when I started my puberty changes. But it is the Young Living is the only one that has this blend. So please get this. Your partner, your friends, your coworkers, your dogs, everybody is going to be happy and thank you for using a Dragon Time. And you will no longer have that lovely nickname of Dragon Lady. So it is a great one. And Andrea has an amazing story for this one.
So all I have to say is that Dragon Time is a girl's monthly best friend. And I will leave it at that. And also add though, so I guess I'm not quite leaving it, that when it went out of stock, I am certain that a cry went out across the land. And everyone was extremely happy when it came back in stock. So for me, take this as I mean it, not quite as it sounds. However, my daughter, when she was a teenager and I had started using oils, there were 2 times when I lovingly kind of maybe tackled her, quote unquote, or at least grabbed her ankles, because I had the Dragon Time in hand, knowing very well that she needed it and knowing very well that she wouldn't do it on her own, and went ahead and applied it to her ankles. And half an hour later, she thanked me for it. So since then, I also now have a wonderful, beautiful daughter-in-law. And before she got married, she had been talking to me about some things that she was walking through, and I sent her back to college with Dragon Time. Not only does she love it, but when she was living with her college roommate, she made sure that all of them used it too. And when she heard my daughter complaining at one point, she just looked at her and said, well, aren't you using your Dragon Time? Yes, we had a winner. So honestly, it is not my favorite fragrance. I did use Dragon Time. I am now past that time in my life, but when I was still in that time of my life, I used Dragon Time. I prefer to put it on my ankles. However, when I felt the need to have it across my abdomen, I did not hesitate, because it is, really great for alleviating that occasional discomfort that we can feel monthly, and it calms the crazies, making monthly life much happier. So that's what I have to say about Dragon Time.
Excellent.
I had one other thing talking to pile onto that with the clary sage. It's also very good for muscle calming. So it can help with muscle cramps when you're on your period for that. It's really, really good for muscle calming.
Awesome. Oh, that is very good. The next oil we're going to talk about is Lady Scleral. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful oil blend. Again, only specifically created for women at Young Living. Can you tell we have a female CEO on our company? Yes. We do love that part. Lady Scleral is an alluring and seductive as a perfume. And like clary sage, it can help you get in the mood. So just diffuse it for calming and balancing your heart and mind, and use it topically for a natural glow to your skin. Andrea, I think you like this one too, don't you?
This is my daily perfume. I absolutely love Lady Scleral. And oh, by the way, as soon as I put it on, my husband's like, hi, you smell good. So I can attest to the alluring aspect of it, but it makes me feel really feminine. So I love that part of it for myself. Now, it is really floral. So it's not quite as floral as Joy or as Geranium, but it's definitely on the floral side. So if you're someone who really doesn't like floral, this may not be your jam, but I would recommend that even if you do get used to it by diffusing it with something like peace and calming, that might be a way to help you come to love it, which is actually how I came to love Joy, because I diffused it with Citrus Fresh. So that's a little tip. But it does enhance the female nature and it uplifts your mood along with it. It is personally my favorite phytoestrogen support. Okay, so this is one of the ones that I really opt for, and we're going to talk about my other one in a minute, but Lady Scleral is my jam. I'm not so much in the camp of some of the other oils, and that's, one thing that we've been kind of talking around tonight is the fact that everyone's chemical makeup is different. So I always tell people that this is the one that you're going to have to play with the most. Don't be afraid to do some trial and error and figure out what works best for you. We're giving you some hints about directions that you can go in, but really just kind of play around with these. So Lady Sclereol, just FYI, it's a blend of 10 oils, and they work synergistically together to support women in any number of really beautiful ways. So if you have not tried Lady Sclereol, it's amazing. It's a must try.
Excellent. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we are going to maybe go to the next one. We'll see. Maybe. There we are. Okay. Endoflex. I have to tell you, I absolutely love the smell of this blend. It truly, truly makes me very, very happy. And sometimes when I forget to put it on and then I'll put it on, I'm like, oh yes, this makes me so happy. It's really great for happy hormones too. So it's a wonderful, wonderful endocrine system support as well as a thyroid support. It also comes in the white label and the color label. So the white label means you can ingest it. You can put a drop in your Ningxia Red shot. You can put a drop in a warm tea, cup of warm tea, or a drop in a capsule with some carrier oil, and take one that way. Endoflex, both ones you can do topically. You can add a little bit on your neck right here and chest, or you can diffuse it. So either one, either way is wonderful for supporting your thyroid, especially. And Sclerescence supports overall wellness for women. It contains clary sage, peppermint, Spanish sage, and fennel to support digestion and reduce occasional bloating that can come during your menses. So it can also benefit balancing your hormones. And you're just going to take a drop and just rub it on your tummy. It's going to feel amazing for you. And it really balances your mood very, very quickly. So these.
In on those two?
Sure, yes.
Thank you. So Endoflex is the one that I was saying was coming up. That is my jam. I absolutely love Endoflex for a number of reasons. One, to me, it's the first recommendation that I will make to for people if they are looking to work on healthy hormonal balancing. It is a great place to start, and I love to recommend it for teenagers as well. So I always start with Endoflex, and then we will talk about possibilities of Progessence Plus, Sclerescence, some of these other ones that we've been talking about. But Endoflex is wonderful overall, and it is phenomenal for your thyroid, for supporting a healthy thyroid. And I did not know how good I could feel because I didn't realize that I wasn't feeling as great as I feel now. What I do is I take one of these, and you can take one of your empty 15 milliliters and get an Aromaglide Fitment from Young Living and put that on top instead. But I will just grab these, and I do about 10 drops each of Endoflex. And Julie said earlier, hey, Andrea, you add myrtle to something. This is what I add myrtle to. So it's 10 drops each of Endoflex, lemongrass, and myrtle. And I top it off with my carrier oil of choice, and I apply it directly to my thyroid. So that's right below for we women, where if we had an Adam's apple, where that would be. So it's right in there. You can kind of feel it. And I will also sometimes do a drop each of the vitality oils of Endoflex, lemongrass, and myrtle with a carrier oil, because that's important when you're taking lemongrass internally particularly. And I add in a drop of nutmeg and clove, because nutmeg and clove are fantastic for supporting a healthy adrenal. So that combination together is really amazing. I just noticed such a difference in my energy level and overall just how good I felt. So those are my favorites there. And with Sclerescence, I'm so glad that Julie put on this slide, patiently give yourselves 4 months to affect change, because your organs can take up to 4 months to come to a healthier place, right? And so you want to take some time with that. So I did honestly do Sclerescence. I did Progessence Plus solely for 4 months. I did Sclerescence solely for 4 months. And I discovered that neither one was my particular way of doing things. So as far as Sclerescence is concerned, really want to recommend this book to y'all. I know that this is a favorite of many of ours. It is called Taming the Dragon Within, How to Balance Women's Hormones with Essential Oils. I'm not putting anything in the comments right now because I think it's showing up when we're recording, so I'm trying not to do comments, but I will put this in there. It's by Deirdre and Deirdre, if I say their names correctly. Easy to find it on Life Science Publishing. Okay, just look up Dragon on Life Science Publishing. This book will be your best friend, helping you walk through a lot of things. It's the way I learned a lot of the things that I do. And what she recommends with Sclerescence and Progessence Plus, she recommends a number of different things, but y'all know that your cycle kicks off day 1 of your monthly days, okay? So day 1 is the day your cycle starts. And let me just preface this too by saying there are some people who say to not use Sclerescence and Progessence Plus simultaneously. They'll say use one or the other. So separate your days in that. And then there are some who say do it, you can use both on the same day. So just do your research, see what your body does, see how you feel. But she recommends in this book, days 1 through 12 or 14 is what I did. Use Sclerescence around your ankles or Vitality as a dietary supplement, plus take Progessence Plus as needed for occasional head tension, emotional balance, fending off the crazies, and occasional achiness or just feeling off. Day 14, you need a little boost of testosterone. So smell a little bit of Mister or Goldenrod for a testosterone boost if you want to do that. Day 15 is when you start increasing your Progessence Plus usage. So guess what, ladies? I was flipped. So that's the recommended, but I needed to do otherwise. So this is where you need to listen to your body. So I started using Progessence Plus when my cycle started, and that made it so much more manageable for me. Then once my cycle started to lighten, I used Sclerescence until mid-month. And if I wanted to, I would jump into Progessence Plus at that point. But definitely right around when my cycle was starting, I was ramping up the Progessence Plus. So that's where I'm talking about. Use the trial and error, see what works best for you. I will also give you one other little recipe that I love. I'm going to just call this a happy period. All right. 10 drops each of cypress and geranium. Oh, hey, Julie, look at you. And 2 drops of helichrysum. Now you can use your 15 milliliter. I honestly used a 10 milliliter. That helichrysum, the 2 drops of helichrysum, y'all, I know helichrysum is expensive, but we've talked about the importance of helichrysum on other webinars and how phenomenal it is. It is worth every penny. Save up your ER points, redeem them for helichrysum, and get it and use this and apply it all over your ovaries and on the outsides of your ankles during particularly that first part of your period, and you will really appreciate the benefits that that provides. So that was what I had.
Right, that's awesome. Thank you. And yes, that book is wonderful. I actually had that here for us to do. But yeah, thank you for going through the days. It's so important to see how you're cyclical. And I have been postmenopause for several years now, but you know what? I can still tell my body is going through a little cycle because it's been doing it for 59 years now. So yeah, I mean, it is crazy how our bodies are, and it really did help me a lot on figuring that out. But did you know that we can use up to 17,000 tampons in a lifetime? I was like, what? That is crazy, crazy, crazy. But most of the tampons out there are bleached with chlorine bleach. And chlorine bleach includes dioxins, and it is one of the most dangerous chemical ever created out there. And guess where we're putting it? All for a week out of a month. So please do your research. Look for some organic. Target has some. It's an extra $1 or $2, but it's not as expensive as chemo treatment. So if you will just start looking at different things, your pads, your tampons, and so forth, and just see where you can go organic along there. And there are a lot of monthly companies out there that'll send you exactly what you need. Lola is one. I think there's quite a few other. You have Lola, Christy? And but there's a lot that have sold out. So please be careful. Do your research on those, on them. And that's it. But I also wanted to remind you again, the YL Man is coming on Monday, June 15th. Did I sound kind of like a man there? At 8 p.m. We're going to have special guests. Yay! And guess what? They're male. Yay! So just so you know, we will have some wonderful, wonderful guests with us on Monday. And we just can't wait. All I can say is thank you for attending our webinar today. And we really, really hope that you learned about it. If you have any questions, get with the person who invited you to this webinar, and we will send you a follow-up with the recipes and a few more notes, because I know it was a lot in this Hormones for Her webinar. But yes, and we're going to go to our Q&A now.